This week we play Star Wars games.
And we find out what it takes to make Kylo Ren 100% soft when I sit down with artist Truck Torrence.
This is the Star Wars Show from the Lucasfilm headquarters in San Francisco. Here's your hosts, Andy and Anthony.
Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Show, the only Star Wars show on the internet broadcast from the inside of Lucasfilm that is just as surprised to learn of all the breaking Star Wars news as you are.
See, it's a common misconception that we know everything going on in advance, but in fact, we learn about the news as it breaks just like you do.
So let's find out what's going on in Star Wars.
Can't wait.
The Star Wars Fan Awards submission period is in full swing, and we want to see your short and long videos, visual art, and photography.
The awards celebrate how you, the fans, express your love of a galaxy far, far away, and submissions are only open until September 17th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific, so get started today.
For more information, including official contest rules and submission criteria, head to StarWarsFanAwards.com.
And while we're on the subject of friendly reminders, the Gentle Giant Star Wars Show 100th episode commemorative statuette is still available for pre-order, but they won't last long.
How is this a thing? It blows my mind. The hand-painted statuette featuring everyone's favorite Star Wars show characters, Gonk, Chopper, and Cheese, is limited to only 500 pieces, and more than half have been spoken for already. So act fast. My mom is just buying them all up.
If you're interested in how this really fun statue was designed, you can head to StarWars.com for an interview with the statue's designer, our very own Tony Scherg.
Yay, Tony! And to snag your very own statuette to add to your desk, fireplace mantle, or trophy case,
go to gentlegiantltd.com/the-star-wars-show.
Fantasy Flight Games announced a bevy of new products last week for their Star Wars tabletop games.
New additions to Star Wars X-Wing include Galactic Empire, Rebel Alliance, and Scum and Villainy conversion kits with new cards and punchboard, plus improved gameplay with the addition of medium-based ships, and now the Force will play a major role in the game.
Announcements also included a new release of the Star Wars X-Wing Squad Builder app, allowing players to explore dynamic new formats for the game.
This looks very, very cool. But rather than us tell you all about it, we had StarWars.com's own Justin Bolger on hand during Comic-Con to find out what else is coming very soon from Fantasy Flight Games.
Yeah, you watch that, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to build more shelves for tiny ships in my house.
Hey guys, Justin Bolger here at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm here to talk with the people at Fantasy Flight Games because they wanted to reveal something exclusively here on the Star Wars Show. Let's check it out.
We're really excited to be showing off X-Wing 2.0 here today. We've made the game more accessible than ever before for new players. The way the upgrade cards work now and the factionalization, there's more than ever before to experience in the game. As I know you're an Empire player,
I am.
You really focus on that and you want that to be a unique play experience. We've taken now this chance with 2.0 to break them out into separate factions on their own. So the Empire is going to play different than the First Order. The Resistance will feel different than the Rebels will. So they'll really have an identity. And in fact, that covers 4 factions, but we're adding 2 more factions into the game as well. We're diving back in time to the Clone Wars, and you can play the Separatists or the Old Republic. So soon you'll be able to fly your favorite Jedis around the table, sorry about that. Or a big reveal, one of the Separatist ships is going to be Darth Maul and his Sith infiltrator. Another exciting part of 2nd edition is we've actually officially incorporated the Force into the game. Now the Force for Force-sensitive characters is actually a stat they can use to manipulate the game in a very real, tangible way. So you really feel like you're using the Force when you're flying Darth Vader around the tabletop, for instance.
Yeah, it sounds like you took a lot of the feedback that you've gotten from fans over the years playing the game to expand the Star Wars galaxy and really make it more of a role-playing game experience. Thank you. Well, Steve Horvath from Fantasy Flight Games, thank you. I'm looking forward to playing.
Hi, my name's Ian Bucknole. I'm a behind-the-scenes filmmaker at Lucasfilm. I'm here to offer a little bit of advice for those of you submitting a film to the Star Wars Fan Awards. My favorite hobby and my job are the same thing, which is making films. And no matter the size or scale of the project, my advice is always the same, and that's don't go it alone. You may not know this, but amongst your friends and family, you may have a willing film crew in waiting. Do you have that one family member who always takes the perfect pictures on social media? Or maybe there's that one friend who always nails it at a costume party? Maybe your mum or dad are in a rock band. You should use the talent you have at your disposal. People are really willing to give up a day in order to make a fan film, especially a Star Wars fan film. The great thing about having friends and family help you out on a project like this is it really helps you focus on the story you want to tell. And that's going to make it even clearer and stronger a concept when it comes time for an audience to see it. Plus, No one wants to sit through one of those movies where at the end the credits are all the same person, you know, like written by John Smith, directed by John Smith, edited by John Smith. I have done that. It's not cool. For more tips and tricks on your Star Wars fan film, head over to starwars.com. And this last one might seem obvious, but just in case, this is social media. This is a Star Wars movie. You always want to film in landscape. Have fun.
Watching the Star Wars show.
I'm sitting here with Truck Torrence. You may know him as 100% Soft. And if you don't know the name, then you definitely know the work because you made all of these beautiful Star Wars emoji for
true.
us. How did this get started?
I was working a lot with a gallery called Gallery 1988, and they started doing some marketing stuff with Lucasfilm around The Force Awakens, and Lucasfilm was kind of looking for someone to develop a set of Twitter emojis that would be based around Star Wars Celebration. And so they put my name forward, and Lucasfilm looked at my style, which tends to be really cute and deceptively simplistic.
There is kind of a big scene that Gallery 1988, Gallery Nucleus, a lot of these galleries do that's kind of like pop culture art. What do you think draws you to making this sort of art?
I grew up in front of the TV and I grew up watching movies. There was this big pop culture boom in the aughts where these galleries started opening and people started going to see these themed shows that were themed around pop culture subjects that everybody grew up loving, including me. And so I really wanted to get involved in that, and I happened to have a style that nobody else was really doing at the time. And so I submitted my work to a lot of those galleries and got in there and just started having a good time.
Is there stuff that you put in to your work or characteristics of your work that you consciously put in to kind of make yourself stand out?
I like to juxtapose kind of hard-edged, kind of difficult things with like cuteness and softness. I do my art under the name 100% Soft, and that's kind of a guiding line for how I design things. Like I want everything to have soft edges, I want everything to be cute and cuddly. I want you to be able to squeeze Kylo Ren if you want, you know what I mean? I try and take a subject and I distill it down to its defining elements. And so for Chewbacca, it's his fur and it's the shape of his fur and it's his mouth. And then I strip away everything else. I want to get it to like the defining characteristics of what makes a character identifiable, you know, and so I did that with everybody.
Do you know how many you've done now?
I think it's over 150 at this point.
Wow.
It's spanned the original trilogy. It's gone into Rebels, it's gone into TFA, it's gone into The Last Jedi. I've also gotten to take some of my favorite scenes of some of these movies and create little short 5-15 second vignettes, like Rey grabbing the lightsaber from Kylo. I have a lot of fun doing that just because I'm able to take some of these characters, you know, and these like really high intensity moments and, you know, add some whimsy to it and just make it fun.
I'm seeing your art pop up in all kinds of places, man.
Yeah.
It's gotta be exciting to see.
It's kind of a dream, you know. I mean, when I was a kid, I grew up on Star Wars, and so being able to actually work with these companies and having these companies actively seek me out to do my version of these characters is pretty incredible because that's literally what I was dreaming about as a kid.
You actually did something for us for the StarWars.com team a couple years ago. That's really lovely. You made a poster of our entire team, but I was not there at the time.
Yeah.
So if you still have that file.
I can just take a printout and draw you in the corner.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just a little sticker, like even that I could just put on.
Yeah,
that'd be great. I had no idea he was gonna do that!
Yay!
This is such a good day because now I'm a truck emoji.
You're part of the tribe now.
Well, it's a bittersweet day because I'm a truck emoji, which is good. But summer is almost over, Andy, which is bad.
Yes.
But that means we can start forcing summer vacation photos on everyone we know.
Which is good.
Well, it is in this case because we want to see how you put a little Star Wars into your summer vacations. Maybe you travel with Star Wars toys or clothes or cosplay, or even visited one of the many shooting locations during your last trip.
Whatever it is, we want to see a picture of it. Send us your Star Wars vacation photos using the hashtag Star Wars Summer, and we'll feature our favorites here next week.
And as always, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, download the Star Wars app for all of those very good emoji, and go school supply shopping before all the good pencil cases are taken. You do not want to walk in on the first day with a lame pencil case.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
He's the designer and a birthday boy, so everybody wish him a happy birthday. That's right, we're claiming Chopper now, Dave Filoni. If you want to what is wrong with me today?
You're just very emotional.
That's it, that's the one, Frank. That is the outtake.